James here from DragonBlogger.com. Today with a walkthrough how to install your new Kingston KC2500 M.2. Now this is 3500 read and 2800 write speed, so you're going to get about 3500 megabytes read and 2800 write. So it's pretty fast. I'm going to walk you through how to install this in the Asus Z390E Strix motherboard. But first we have to start dismantling the board. Unfortunately, you're going to have to take the graphics card out, the graphics card stand, the anti-sag plate. We'll have to disconnect some wires and stuff. But I'm going to bring you in a little closer so you guys can watch that. You guys won't be seeing my face doing all that. But we're going to bring you closer and show you guys how to do this. Okay, now that I brought you a little closer, this is the Phantix Evolve case, so we're going to have to pop the side panel off. But first, your case may need a Phillips head screwdriver. You're going to need this for the installation anyway, so make sure you have one of these. Now, my case is the Phantix Evolve case, so we'll be able to just slide the panel open just like that and pull it right off. Now, we are going to want to start with the graphics card's 8 pins. These are dual 8 pins on my graphics card. It's a 2080 Super. There's a black plastic clip right here. You will push down on it. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard to see this. Push down on the pin and it pops right out. If you have a 6+2 splitter, it may slide off a little. Same with the second one, another pin, and it comes down. We're going to try and push those down to the side a little. You guys know I have a little 3D printed shark in here. It's actually a little wrench, which is kind of cool, if you guys see this. That is just a little design. Next, we are going to want to take the card out, but to do that, I'm going to bring you guys in a little closer over here. So give me 1 second. Okay, now that I brought you closer, you can see this graphics card is held in by 1 screw, 2 screw, and the side plate has another screw. We're going to take our screwdriver. If your screwdriver does not fit in there, you may need to find another one. Unfortunately, this may drop. And I apologize, my big hands are in the way. But you pop that one screw out, pop the other one out, and that is your graphics cards. I'm not going to pull the sag plate off yet since it is still holding this up. I'm going to move you over a little. Hopefully you guys can see this. Back here on your PCIe slot, right about there, you're going to have to push in. There is a little clip there. You'll feel a little force. It'll push apart. And then your card, ooh, I apologize. I actually hit the camera. I'm going to zoom out some, like that. Your card, if it is disconnected properly, which it is not, it didn't pop all the way out, so we're going to make sure that it comes off. It's such a big card, and that is how you pull it out. Now remember, your cards are big, so set them somewhere safe so they don't fall or hit static electricity. Next is the sag plate. That is the same thing. 2 screws. You slide off. Now I'm gonna take these off on purpose so you guys can see everything. Now if you know the sag plate's off, but it also drops these 2 clips that I have blocking the back. We are now opened. Now right here is the first M.2. I already have that installed. That is my OS M.2. So on the Asus board, down here is another black plate with 2 screws, 2 Phillips head screws. You're going to have to take apart. Underneath there is where we're going to install that. So if you guys give me a second, bring you in a little closer, we'll take this apart. Okay, now that we're a little closer, remember, tap your board your case a couple times so you don't short out that cord. You have 2 screws, one right there, one right here. We are going to take the screwdriver, we are going to go slowly so we don't drop the screwdriver or the screw into the power supply. Pull the screw out. There's one. You know, we don't want to fish these. If you have a magnetic screwdriver, you know, it may work better for you. Unfortunately, this screwdriver I have in my hand, I don't think is... Ooh. Guess it wasn't out far enough. And that pulls your plate off. The back of the plate right here, you're going to see adhesive tape. This you might want to peel off when you put your M.2 in. That is actually like a thermal pad, so to keep it cushioned. Alright, I'm going to grab the M.2 and I'm going to show you guys how to install this. Okay, the one thing you're going to notice on this motherboard is it has really small standoffs. So you may need to get into your motherboard bag and get the other set. This actually has, hopefully you guys can see this, has 2 standoffs and 2 screws. You're going to need that screw to screw in the M.2, but if not, you can actually just slide it in here, put the cover on over it. It should hold it in place with no problem. But if you have the screws, use the proper hardware. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to open this bag and then I'll show you guys how to do this. Okay, now that we're up close, we'll grab this one standoff. I apologize if it's a little blurry. And we're going to put it in this first hole towards the far out stand of the cover, towards the back panel of your PC. It's just a little screw in. Pretty much just, you know, screw it in hand tight. Just like this. Sorry if you guys can't see it. And you're in. You don't need to over tighten that. Unfortunately, just do not over tighten that. There's no point to that. Next, you'll take your M.2 SSD. You will slide over to this prong, but remember, there's a notch. I apologize. Give me one sec. There's a notch on this. You line that notch up with the notch over here. If you guys can see this, it'll line up properly just like this. Slide it in, slide angle, and then just push it back, and that's where it fits. And then you add your screw over to here, right here. You guys won't really be able to see that. I apologize for that. This is where a magnetic screwdriver will come in handy. But I apologize if you guys can't see this. It is a little bit of a finicky situation to do this. You know. I just slide it on. And don't go over tightening it. I mean, seriously, do not over tighten this. You do not want to break anything. So now you have this in, you want to reverse every process, including this panel. This, we're going to take the sticky tape off of the outside, if we can. You know, and then reverse process. The one part is you have to make sure you remember how it came apart. Alright, I took the panel right here, if you guys can see this. I set a screw in it just for now. We're going to take it like this, and we're going to hopefully it lines up properly without any issues. Without losing the screw. And we have a problem, it didn't fit in the hole. So that is the one thing you guys are going to have to watch out for. Setting the screws in. And I dropped the screw. That's what you're going to have to go through. I'm leaving this in the video so you guys can see this. You know, it is finicky. especially when you're working on it this way. Most people will lay it flat. I'm trying to let you guys see this. We're going to do that. We're going to take the other screw, put it in the other side. Remember, don't over tighten anything. You really don't need to over tighten it. Just till it's snug. And that's that. Your M.2 is back in. Now we're going to set the graphics card back in. You guys really don't need to follow me on that. But that's where we're going to go. Next scene you'll see is me loading this up so I can show you guys that it's actually installed. Okay, now that you have your KC25 M.2 SSD from Kingston installed, what do? Well, you start your PC up, and then you go over here. You can click your File Explorer, and then click, this PC. Well, where's that new drive that we put in? We have the drive F, which we already had, drive D, which we had, and our drive C, which is our OS. But where's our new drive? As you can see, I already have 3 drives. We need another drive. So what you do is you just close this out. Go over here, we'll click Disk Management. We're going to enlarge this. As you can see, Disk Management, you have the 3 drives that we have in blue, and these all say allocated. But we have Disk 0, which is unallocated. We are going to have to click New Simple Volume. Then we click Next. It says, the size you want to do, and which is the, the size of the thing. Click Next. Mount in the following empty folder. Assign a following drive letter. We're going to go click E and then go Next. And you go format this volume, blah, 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 new volume, volume label, and click Next. We are going to click Finish. We are now allocated, and we do have in its formatting, as you can see, we're formatting 931 gigabytes. We now have drive G. This is now an empty drive, and if we want to rename this, we can, let's, drive G. Let's name this game drive. Oh, you need administration's permissions, which is fine. Click OK. Game drive G. Now we have it installed. That is all you have to do. Now, if we go back, you'll see it's in here. We'll go back in here, and we'll click this PC, and you'll now see that we have 4 SSDs, C, D, F, and G. E drive is my DVD drive, so that is where that's labeled as E. And that is all you need to do to install it. We're going to do some speed test on this later in another video, or probably in the written review, and some game installs. So thank you for watching this video. Keep your eyes out for more on DragonBlogger.com, and have a great day.